I think for most people, we love easy stuff. We love to be rewarded, and I think we deserve it sometimes. We like, right? We deserve to be rewarded. But the main reason I wish I never win the lottery is because I think then my life will have no meaning afterwards. Hello to whoever's watching this. My name is Victor, and today we're going to talk about a desire that I have. I don't want to sound too cocky or too like, oh, bro, you're trying to be so different, right? No, I'm not rich, so I'm actually trying to make money. But here's where everything aligns, right? I have an auntie, which I love with all my life. I treat her as a second mother, even because she raised me pretty much my whole life. And she never had a son, but I think she sees me as her only son. And I think that's pretty cute. I love her. Her name is Gloria. She has this thing where she's like, I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to win the lottery. And I always support her. Like, I buy her. She lives in Venezuela, but I buy her the $2 mega billion or whatever it is. And then she has her number. She sometimes calls me. She's like, I dreamed with this number, and I'm like, all right, let's play it. And not a long time ago, she was here in the United States. She was visiting, and we will buy that every week. And there was one time she got really close, really, really close. And I was like, oh my God, what if we hit that? Like, imagine, like, that's it. That's it. Your life. That literally. I mean, the worst case scenario, because I know a lot of people take taxes off, but worst case scenario, you have 10 million to play. Maybe, no, more. To play, you have like 30 million. With 30 million, you're set, brother, for life. People that say no, you're just trying to buy extra stuff. Like, imagine if you're earning 300K a year for a lot of years. Yes, that's perfect, right? So I'm in there, I'm sitting, we're having food, and I remember I told my mom, I was like, I want to win the lottery, but I wish like, low key, I don't want to. And she turns and she's like, are you on crack? Because the thing is that it is right. It's a huge amount of money, and everybody in the world desires it. But from my perspective, if I win the lottery tomorrow, all of these dreams that I have, all of this, you know, path that I want to take in my life, I think when I get there with money given to me, it will not be the same amount of satisfaction than me earning that from, from the ground, from nothing, do it from scratch. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people sometimes they have spoiled kids. For example, I work with a lot of white rich families when I was coaching soccer. And I mean, they were great. They were awesome people. But sometimes there will be a kid where he'll be like, I don't want that. It's good that he's going to be given everything good in life. He's probably just going to not have a worry about money. Maybe. There's a huge percentage of that. And at the same time, I'm like, that sucks. That sucks because the bad experiences that you have in life, that's what makes you not a better human, but a best version of yourself. It builds you up to be a greater person, have a greater mindset, maybe be more humble. I think those are the reasons I wish I never win the lottery, because if I want to become a film director and I've never produced an indie short film, going there doing extra jobs to get more money for the production, and instead someone's like, here you go, here's a bunch of million. I will never understand how hard it was for me to get that money, but at the same time, I do want to have that money. I truly believe that when we don't work hard for something, we don't enjoy the result as much as we would have done it before. I have a great friend of mine, Taylor, and he's an editor, and he always tells me, dude, sometimes watching the finished product, it's okay. I'm proud of it. but it's doing the movie, being the production, being the pre-production, discuss what we're doing. That's where is the core of how you enjoy to do the things, right? Those moments where you struggle, those are the moments where you're after gonna look back and say, oh my God, I was so stupid. But that's how you actually learn. I don't think if you win the lottery tomorrow, how are you gonna learn? How are you gonna stay humble? I mean, maybe you will, but the whole thing is that all of the things I'm trying to do with my life and all of the things that I've done with my life so far, I don't think I would have been the person I am today if I would have won the lottery before. I don't want anything to be given to me without effort. And I mean, sometimes life reward you and you have to enjoy that, really. It could be financially, it could be a person, it could be an item, it could be as low stake as possible. I mean, one day, a girl that I used to coach, I used to coach little kids when I was young, she handed me a draw, and in the draw, it was me with a cape. I cried in my car, brother. I've never made an impact like that. So those are the moments that I'm like, I would have never lived anything like this. Struggle moments that I look back and I'm like, wow, it was tough, but I'm glad that I lived through it. I will never live those moments if I would have won the lottery before. And I think that's why you haven't won it either. Because, if you believe in God or the universe or whatever it is, life is telling you, I cannot give it to you so easy. Life is telling you, you have to keep going. Life is telling you, keep building this shield, right? Because I think life is some sort of shield that we're creating. It's like in Minecraft. We start with nothing, then we go to leather, then to leather we go to iron, I believe, and then you keep going out until you get the freaking obsidian. I never got it. I sucked on Minecraft, but I got diamond, which is cool. But that's the whole thing. You have to work for these things, because then you look back, and we go back to Minecraft. It's like the funniest moments are not when your house is done. The funniest moments are when you're in that cave fighting for your life against a creeper, and then there's a freaking zombie coming in, the little ones, and you're running and you have no food, and then you die, and then your body's like, where were you? Give me the coordinates. Those are the great moments. And then you learn from that. And maybe you've heard this a million times ago, but I'm just doing this because I feel this kind of videos will get to the people in the right time. It's not who is saying it, it's the message itself. Maybe you wouldn't even remember my name after you watch this video, if you watch this whole video, but you just gotta work hard, brother and sister. It's just the way it is. And then I think a lot of people say that because that's the only way for you to build that shield to never win the lottery. So hopefully you like this video. Send it to someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more of these. Even though you don't like or subscribe, I will keep in doing this because I'm actually trying to better my English. Not that it's bad, but I'm just trying to speak better. Thank you so much for sticking out all the way through. If you're here, I love you, and thank you so much for watching the video. This is Victor, and stick around for the next one.